Okay, so now we're on to the actual case making. So first off, what I did, I took the sticker out of both of the cases off screen just to make it a little easier for me. As well, I'll be doing the display casing tutorial with the Mario case. I will still do the Zelda case on camera, but it will just be sped up. So if you are wanting to do this at home by yourself, I would just watch the Mario. Right, so first off, two things you're going to want to grab is some tape and some scissors. That's what I found to be just all that I needed. So without further ado, we'll move everything out of the way. And we'll start off with this. I just put these in, just keep everything under control, so I'll just take these out again. Set those off to the side. And what you want to do first is you want to completely take off this cardboard here. If you want, you can use the knife again like I am, though it is not necessary. Alright, so now we have these two. Just set those off to the side for just a second. And then lastly, you want to take these out because these are going to be important. And then we are done with these. If you want, you can just toss them, which is what I will do, and just throw them away. Next off, what I like to do is kind of like dry fit them in here. Alright, actually first what we will do, we will tape this. So what we will do, we'll try lining this up where it's somewhat as straight as it can be. And then we will, once we find that, hold it and we will tape it right here. And then we will, sorry about that, and then we will do the same thing on this side. So first off, let me get some tape. Alright, so that piece wasn't good. Alright, so I got some tape here. Just dry fit this again. Again, try and make this as straight as you can just by using your fingers. And just put the tape right there. Alright. Now we will do that with the other side as well. And there is that part complete. If you want, you can also tape right there, but I don't. As you can see, it's still kind of loose there, but I don't normally. But if you want, you can. And I will do this part right now, so I'll be right back. Alright, so now that these are done, what we can do, actually, I'm just going to take this, grab the Mario here. Sorry about any background noise from the window. It's pretty windy where I am at right now. And as you can see, it doesn't quite fit because right here, there's too much cardboard there. So what we're going to do, sorry about that, what I like to do, and the way I do it like, put it on the outside, and what I'll do, I will fold this over, so this is just to mark off where it will be cut later, and I will do this on this side as well. But note, this will not be the final cut it will take to get them to fit in there. This is just preliminary, so move this stuff out of the way, and we will cut here. And we will cut right here as well. Okay, So bring this back in and moving these cuts out of the way. When you go to put it back in, you see it still doesn't quite fit. So what you want to do, as best as you can, as you can see, there's still just a little bit that needs to be cut off. Sorry, my hand is so shaky. But so what we will do is, you see this part right here on the outside, you would want to cut that off. So I'll just snip that and that to make it easier for me. And going back, I will cut as straight as I can. It won't matter if it's not perfect, but you still want it to be as straight as you can. So you can tell mine curved a little bit, so just fix this here. Okay, then what you want to do, you want to try going at the same angle. You're going to want to try and recut it. So that's about right. So I'll cut right there. And over here, sorry if you can't really see that well, I will cut right there. So moving all these cardboard frays away, what you can see now is it should fit fairly well inside there. Again, I'm sorry about all of the wind that is going on. Alright, so then what you would want to do as well, grab some more tape and just tape right here as low as you can while still being able to tape on the plastic. I'm just do it like this. Alright. Alright. Focus that a little bit. And you just want to wrap it around to the bottom. Now this is why I don't normally tape it. Just tape the cardboard, because I'll tape it right here. What we can do, we'll grab another piece of tape. And we will do the same thing. Putting tape right here and going down there. As well, if you want to, you can also tape here and here, which is what I will do as well. But this is just optional. You do not have to do this. But again, I'm going to be doing it because that is what I do with mine. Tape right there. And sorry about that finger. And alright, there, that's a lot of tape actually. Okay, so the first part of your base is complete, and now I will move on with the Zelda one. So we'll be right back. Okay, first off, sorry about that cut. People are getting too loud. But now we can move on to the actual cardboard. Move that out of the way. So what you want to do, you want to take your plastic insert that the Amiibo that we just worked on and that the Amiibo will fit in. You want to align it with this. And based on where this plastic is, that's where you're going to be cutting them. And you want to try and get as high as you can, but this will not, all this torn off cardboard will not be in it as well. So, what I have here is I have a pen, and I will be able to mark off where I want to cut it. So, if you don't want to, you don't have to use a pen. You can just cut it. So, sorry, I'm just going to have to put this down here on the ground so it's a little easier for me to draw in the lines. Okay, so I'll smooth this out of the way. As you can see, or maybe not, there you go. I have a line right there, a little one right there, and one right there. And what we will do, to the best of our ability, we will cut on those lines. So here's the first one. Again, as straight as you can. You don't have to be perfect. As you can see, I kind of curved it right there. Alright, so that's one side. Two. Now what I'll do, just to make it easier, I'm just going to cut right on the line here. Then I'll just turn it over and cut it the other way, since I am right-handed after all. There. As you can see, there's still just a little bit of cardboard right here and here. Down here, there's not much you can do with it. I'm sure you could do something with it, but I just leave it as is because I will never notice it. So, putting it back here, what you want to do, like I have done with the other ones, is you can see I've made it with curves right there. Now, the best way, well, you can guess if you want, but I found the best way is to just use this. So what you want to do, you want to line it up with the top and the side. You just want to make just a few cuts. So I just, there you go. Have cut right there. Now be careful, because you are going to have your fingers close, and it's very, it's not that hard to actually cut yourself. See? Alright. And once you think you got it good, just go back and smooth them down to make them more round. Now this one you want to try to be as good as you can. If you do mess up, you can just cut a little bit off and then continue. But if that's not possible, then it'll be just fine. Sorry if you heard that. I don't know what that was. Probably just the wind. So now we'll do this on the other side as well. There goes the wind again. Stupid wind. There. I don't know why it's not focusing in on it. And right there. Okay. So now what we can do, we can move that out of the way. And what we'll do, we'll just smooth this out even more. Okay. So I say those are pretty good. So then what you can do, you can just slide it right in. Looks like I made this just a little bit too wide, which isn't bad. It's better to be too wide than to be too thin when it comes to stuff like this. So we just cut a little bit off of here. About that much. So then once, if you do find that it's too wide, then just readjust by cutting here and smoothing it out again. This is probably the more time-consuming part of it. It's cutting the cardboard to the perfect requirements. Well, not perfect, but you know what I mean. Okay. So you can see now, still looks like it's just a little bit too wide. So just to finish off, we will cut this part off right here. Making this just a little more straight. Okay. Using this, we'll cut again. Here. There. Okay. Alright. Just get some of this out of here. Now, should fit a little better. Looks like I made mine just, oh, no, looks like I made it just fine. Maybe a little thin on the top, but it'll work. So then what you want to do is want to grab some tape. Again, you're going to be using tape a lot in this. That's not enough. If you can hear that, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a lot of wind outside, and it's really, really annoying. So what you want to do, disregarding that, you want to put as little tape as you can here, but still keep it where it'll be able to hold on nicely. All right, and you, oh, looks like I didn't. And you just, with your fingernail, you just want to push it in as far into the corner as you can, and then you can just apply the tape to the cardboard. Alright, so again, put the tape in, like so. Then you push it in as far as you can to the corner, and apply it to the cardboard. Now what I like to do as well is I like to put it on the sides and on the bottom as well. So I will just quickly do that right now. Grab the tape. Again, on the sides, it's just like the top. You want to put as little on the side plastic as you can because it will be visible. But I'm going to start with the bottom first, just because it is a little more level with the bottom. That's a lot of tape. Alright. Now, when it comes to the bottom, if you do end up taping it like I am right now, you don't have to really care as much. As you can see, it can still be opened, which is the plan. Looks like this one may be one of them where it's going to be a little harder to put in, but more tape here. If you haven't noticed already, you're using a lot of tape in this project. Alternatively, you could use glue. I'd actually probably suggest using glue, but I don't have glue, I just have tape, so that is what I'm going to be using. Alright. Come on now. Stupid tape. Come on. There we go. Alright, so now I will move on to the Zelda one. So if you like them like this, what you can do, you can just put the Amiibo in, close them up. This one's going to be a little harder. So that. And then put her in. Right. So if you just like them like this, you can just leave them be. But with mine, what I like to do right here is a little piece that is cut out from this part of the cardboard. And what I just like to do, I like to just cut it out and put it right here, just so that way it adds just a little bit more style to it, the actual Amiibo. So what I will do is with this, first off, I will get rid of this cardboard parts because we are not going to be using that. As well, we will not be using any of the parts above this. So what you want to do, just align it here, just cut it off. Just cut it off. Now there's going to be just this little, I don't know if you can see it that well, but there's this little piece of plastic right there, and it sometimes will be a little hard to cut off. But let me just continue to straighten this out just a little bit, because I'm one of those kinds of people. Alright. And as well, we will adjust this here. Alright. So what you want to do, first off, move all this stuff out of the way. You want to find where you want that break-off point to be. So I'd say cut the top part off where you want it to stop. And what you will do, you'll line it right here. What I'll actually do is place a temporary piece of tape on here just to make it easier for me. Actually, that's a little too big. 1 second. Just place a temporary piece of tape right on here. Line up where you want it, especially with the sides too, because you're going to be cutting part of the sides off. And you're just going to place that there. Right? So now that you got the lines, what you want to do, you want to line your scissors up like this. Snip that part off. Same thing with the other side. Line it up. Snip it off. And then along the bottom as well. Line up. Snip it off. It's getting a little too long for me. Sorry about that. Can't really see it. Take that off. Finish it. Alright, now we can just get rid of this little piece of tape. Sorry about that. So, what you want to do, you'll just want to find a curved surface, like say over there, and just bend this. Like, oh, the whole thing moved like that. Alright, just readjust that. And now, what you can do, you can just place it right in, and it should fit right in there. As you can see, mine's just a little bit too big. So what I'm actually going to do, no, I'm just going to cut the part off from the bottom, marking it with a pen. And I will just cut that. Sorry about that little cut there. My phone just kind of pooped out on me. Alright, so now you are done. Like I said, there's this little mark here, but I guess I have to live with that. And now you are done. And now I will do the same thing with the Zelda one, and I will be right back. Alright, so here's a picture of the two boxes before the Amiibo unboxing. And here's them now. So, like before, we have this little backing on here, which is from the original case. We have this part and this removable part. If you don't want it in, you don't have to make it, but it is there if you want it. Same thing with this Zelda one that I made. As well, you are able to open them up and take the actual Amiibo out, or because the stickers are removed, or the cardboard and later stockings, you can actually just remove that and you will be able to use these in the box. So, as always, if you like this video, like it, comment, do all that stuff other YouTubers say. And this is the Amiibo Battler signing off. You guys have a great day.